Hey guys, it's Bharath Ghani with Urban Asian, and today I'm joined by the one and only Rhea Raj. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. So nice to see you. And I was saying, I love
Absolutely.
the hair.
Thank you, Rhea. I appreciate it. Glad to hear that you're doing good. So the new single, Mumbai, which is out now, and the new EP, Commotion, which is out on August 6th. The new single, Mumbai, has an amazing video. It's
Thank
it's a
you.
movie. I'm so glad that you casted Sagar Sheikh in that.
Thank
Feels
you.
it looks like Coachella. So tell us more about the new EP and the new single.
Yeah, so the EP is called Commotion. Like you said, Mumbai is out now. This is the second single from the project. So Hot Couture came out on Valentine's Day earlier this year. That was the first song from the EP. And then Mumbai. And then yeah, the EP is out in 2 weeks, August 6th. I'm so excited. Um, it really follows this like story of transformation and rebirth. And I love the word commotion because for me that means like taking up space, and especially being like a South Asian girl in pop music, being here in Los Angeles, like that is super important to me. It's always been um really just like important for me to be bold about who I am as an artist and a human. And the Mumbai video was really fun for me to be able to incorporate elements from my culture into like the symbols and just the aesthetic world of that music video. And my mission is also to like introduce that to new audiences and people around the world who might not be familiar with those things and show them how beautiful, my background is and my culture. So I'm really excited. This era and this project feels like the most authentic version of myself that I've ever shared musically with people. So that's all really exciting.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you touched on that, especially being a fellow Tamil in Los Angeles.
You're a
It's
Tamil too.
I am Tamil. So it was really inspiring and it was we're also proud of you as a culture. And I remember being out one night in Santa Monica and someone asked me what my background is and I said Tamil and they were like, oh, like Rhea Raj.
Oh my
So,
God,
it
no!
shows that you and your sister are doing great things and which is so important for us as a people, especially because we speak like the oldest language in the world. So,
Yeah.
I think it's important to preserve that. So we all know about American Idol and how you started, but how did you really get started in music?
Yeah, I mean, American Idol was such a big like catalyst for me when I was 15 that made me want to take this so seriously. But like I was singing and dancing way before that. My mom was a Bharatanatyam dance teacher, so she ran a dance school for like over 10 years, and the first 5 years she taught from our house. And so it was in our living room. She like put up her mirrors, she built a beautiful dance studio, but it was constant music in the house. And like I think from the time I was literally a fetus, like hearing the rhythms, hearing, so much like global music. Her playlist was really cool. Like she would obviously have like the music she would play for like the Bharatanatyam dances, but like even before the warm-ups would be like a mix of 2000s pop, also like more kind of ethereal music like Enya. So it was just like such a
Hmm.
beautiful blend of music at home. I think I just always knew from a young age that I was gonna be like some kind of performer, something in the arts, always gravitated towards that. But I started taking like vocal lessons when I was 10. I lived in Dallas at the time, and I learned piano, guitar. I started producing on my computer very young when I was like 11. Um, and just like, I don't know, like it's hard to explain. It was just a feeling that this is what I meant to do. And I loved it so much. And I'm really grateful that I had a supportive family. And I think that's important to talk about because we hear a lot of, like Indian or South Asian parents that are not supportive of their kids being in the arts like fields and in entertainment. But for me, like I'm so blessed that wasn't the case. My parents were very supportive of it. And I want to talk about that because I want other, hopefully, brown parents to see my parents and like see me and my sister's journeys right now and hopefully be inspired to also like encourage their kids to do what they love.
100%. It's so inspiring and it makes me happy to see how supportive both your parents are and your sister and how supportive you guys are of each other as well. I think that is so important. Uh, like you said, especially in our culture where that is very rare, right? Like there's
Mhm.
so few of us who have parents who are actually supportive of that, like you mentioned your mom. My mom too was a Bharatanatyam teacher. So
What?
she yeah, she too.
Oh, so many connections.
I know, and she taught out of our living room as well every weekend. So the end, it was all mirrors, and the couches would have to move every weekend just so she could
Wow.
fit everyone in there. So seeing that was great, but still, I feel like that was like a little. She still required us to go to school and
Yeah.
go to
Well,
college and all.
I still went to college. Like my parents were like, "You're
Right.
going to college. You're getting that
That's
degree."
important.
But
Yeah.
But still, like I one thing I will say too is I do love the, kind of South Asian mentality of like do what you love, follow your passions, but like if you're gonna do it and you're gonna be an entrepreneur, you gotta put your whole soul into it, like and that work ethic is something that I think, I mean, you get it from your mom being a Bharatanatyam teacher too, like that work ethic and discipline is key.
100%. And, also, like you said, like, especially in our culture, I think this is needed. And it's so important to have, idols like yourself who are doing it, who are actually doing it so that you can be an example to others. And so, speaking on that, what advice would you give to young South Asian artists?
Oh, so much advice. I guess I always give such like heady advice, like very like
All
follow
good.
your heart. But
Of
my
course.
but my actual tactical advice um is that it's really important to be educated on the business of music.
Yeah.
Because I was actually just talking to my sister about it this morning.
Nice.
And I was like, I wish that more young artists had the kind of just like resources and access to be able to like learn more about how contracts work and how to like break into the industry. I think it's so secretive like how artists get their start, but like another thing is just like not being afraid to put your work out online. Like
Mm.
that is how everything started for me, started from my sister too. Like be unapologetic about expressing yourself and like don't worry about other people's opinions because one day it's just like it doesn't even matter. You have to just go for it and like really learn as much as you can. That's my like my real actual solid advice.
No, I love that. I think, yeah, especially understanding the business side of it is
hmm
super important. Like there are college degrees for music business, which is what I did for my undergrad.
Wait,
But
stop, me too.
oh, you
Like,
did?
oh God,
No way.
where'd you go?
I went to NYU and then I went to MI.
Me too.
No way, Tish.
Like, it's so crazy. Yeah,
That's that's
I went to
that's
Clive
insane.
Davis
Clive
though.
Davis. Clive Davis.
I
That's
love that we
crazy.
didn't know any of this before. So it's like, wait, are we twins? Hold on, what's
That's
your sign?
insane. What's my sign?
Yeah, your zodiac sign.
Gemini.
Okay, I'm an Aries. I was like,
Aries.
wait, wait,
When's
like
your
what?
birthday?
April 5th.
Okay. 26th of May. So I'm a May
Okay.
Gemini. Gotcha. I
Gosh,
love that.
I love astrology also so much. Side note. Oh my
I know
God.
nothing about that, so I'm
Okay.
glad you do. Well, no,
Uh,
that's amazing that you actually went to school for that. And, like you said, it's so important because a lot of artists don't understand what an A&R
yeah.
is, what an A&R does, what
Yeah.
contract law is, all that. So I think it's important. So that's solid advice right there.
Yes.
Growing up, who were your biggest inspirations?
Boom. Um, I loved all the like pop it girls. So I grew up on like Janet Jackson, Britney, Lady Gaga, Madonna. Um, I loved Paris Hilton. I loved all these girls that were, and I'm like, I look at the thread that connects all these people. Obviously, like Rihanna, Beyonce, Shakira, all of them. I think that they were all just so fierce and bold about who they were and unafraid to like bear it all on stage, and like I was always like, I want to be a blend of all of them. Like, I want to be the showman. Like, I studied like the performance and showmanship of like Beyonce and Janet, and I continue to the day doing that. And then I study like Gaga's writing and her fashion and her storytelling and like Paris's brand building, like all of those things to me, I'm like, these are all brilliant women. But I was always like, wow, where is the Indian girly in this mix? And that was something where like I felt seen in some ways and I didn't feel seen in a lot of ways. And I think that was also such a big motivation for me to like push and like be really clear about like I want to like I'm a pop girl, that's who I am, that's what I grew up loving, so I'm not gonna tame it down, for anyone.
Absolutely. And I see that, and I think we can all see how you draw your inspirations from people like Britney and Janet with the dance moves and the singing. So I see that, and it's important that you're doing it in your own skin while still being proud of your background. Like, for example, like at the start of this year, you put out a song with Young Raja, right?
Yeah.
Which I was so excited for. It's because, I'm a huge fan of Raja. So he's great, and he's Tamil. So
Yes.
seeing that was just great. And then also Hot Couture. I think that song should be played at every fashion week for the rest of eternity. You know, it's really like perfect for the runway. And so are those songs also on the EP?
Hot Couture is,
Hot
yes.
Couture is perfect.
That was such a fun collaboration also because Aaliyah's interlude is someone that I love so much as a person, her personality, like fashion it girl, to the max, and she's breaking her own barriers and boundaries, in her respective like way. And so for us to come together on that song and be so like bratty and just like diva was so fun.
Fire, fire. No, honestly, it's a smash. And then I also hear that you have a new single coming out called Killer, which
Yes.
is also killer. How did that come about?
Oh, that song was so fun. I made that in Miami like probably almost 2 years ago now. Um, it was kind of the genesis of the project because it's about transformation and like this toxic relationship that turns you into the killer. And it's like two pieces. There's two stories going on. Like one of them is about an actual romantic relationship that like if it gets dark very fast, like you can lose yourself in this person and in this dynamic. But it's also like the same story can happen if as a pop star and like losing yourself to the industry and to other people's opinions and like the entertainment industry has a way of turning people into killers and like
Oh
kind of
yes,
stripping pop stars of their kind of doe-eyed innocence. And so it's a it's a dark song in that way, but it's also kind of empowering too because I think like once you shed away all of the layers of like the dark things around whatever it is, if it's a relationship or, you know, that pop star
industry. Yeah,
kind of story, and you reclaim that as your own power and you like understand how things work, you can use it to like access your full power. So it ends up becoming a positive transformation.
100%. I love that. I think that is powerful. So it's pretty much a song for fans and artists as well because
Mm.
and I think every artist can relate to that.
Yes.
Yeah. So this next part is called "Spill the Masala," is what I call
Okay.
"Spill the Masala." So it's quick questions and just answer as fast as you can.
Okay.
Perfect. Cool. All right. So firstly, what's your favorite Tamil movie,
Oh,
if
oh
you
my
have one,
gosh. Wait.
or
This
or Indian movie?
Okay, I'm gonna say Bollywood movie because the first thing I'm thinking of is Sholay.
Got
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
Perfect. Can't go wrong with that. What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Perfect. Favorite Bollywood actor or Indian actor or actress?
Oh, I love Deepika Padukone. Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Pantheon was my everything.
I love that. Finally, what is your favorite Indian dish or Tamil dish?
It's gonna be rusum. If there was one meal I could eat for the rest of my life, it's rusum with kirakuta, beetroot kai, and ventica.
Oh, that's fire. You can't go wrong with that, man. You can
Yes.
have that even if you're sick. I mean, it's perfect for if you're feeling under the weather, or you could just after a night out, can't go wrong, man.
Yes.
Either way, perfect. So what's next for Rhea?
Ooh, I'm really excited for this Commotion era and this project because, you know, there's a lot of visuals and like world building that I've been doing. I'm excited to bring this project onto stages and for people
Mm,
to see how it gets imagined live. And then I'm also working on a bunch of really fun remixes and collaborations. So there's a lot of exciting things for people to look forward to this year.
fire. We can't wait for that. And we're so excited for the EP to come out. Any plans for a tour to promote the EP?
Yeah, tours in the works. I've already kind of teased it online and asked fans like what cities I need to come perform in. So trust it.
Hey, all right. When's your next LA show?
TBD on the date, but
TBD.
you will be the first to know.
Absolutely, I'll definitely be there. Uh, do you have any dream features? Like, who's your dream artist to work with?
I have a few. On the very top of my list is like it's a lot of global collaborations that I want to do. Like one for me is Rosalia and Bad Bunny. I listen to a lot of like Latin and Spanish music. I would love to also do a collaboration with Pharrell. I think that's my
Ooh.
ultimate dream. He's my birthday twin, April 5th.
Oh, nice.
And I just have a feeling we would have a great time making music.
Oh, I can see that. No, like when I was at NYU, he actually taught a class. And
Yes,
so,
I wasn't there for that, but that's iconic. Were you there?
I was, yeah, it was insane. And he's just a chill dude. Like I
Mm,
was, really, and he seems just like a good person to work with because,
yeah. I watched so many of his interviews because I think like his approach to music making and his like perspective on the creative process and on the industry too is so like optimistic and beautiful for artists to like hear. And
hmm.
yeah, he's been like a an idol of mine for so long.
No, same here. I would absolutely love to see a Rhea and Pharrell collab. I see like so I grew up with a lot of Britney Spears like yourself because I have an older sister, so
Yeah.
um, so I was forced to listen to, and she had a song called "Boys" with Pharrell. Uh, if you don't know it, just check it out. "Boys," definitely check it out. That is, and I
I need
would
the full Britney discography. Hold on.
"Boys"
Oh yeah, 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 that he
Pharrell.
produced. Yeah, yeah,
Produce that, and I would love to see you like try to flip that and try
yeah.
to try to get
Oh,
the rights for that, and then
oh my gosh. And then one day when it comes out, this will be the inception of the idea.
absolutely, and I'll put it out there.
Also, K-pop collaboration dream. I want to work with Jimin from BTS. I'm such a big fan of his. He's so cool.
And they're back now, right?
Yes.
They're out, they're out of the military, so
I'm so excited. Yeah.
perfect. We can't wait for that. And then I also hear that you're a DJ, so tell us
Yes.
more about that.
I love DJing. For me, like, well, I love parties. I love throwing parties, and I think I'm a good like being an artist, being a performer, your like job is to curate a vibe and a mood. And so DJing is the same way for me. It's a performance and it's a fun way to like gauge how the audience is feeling and be able to like set the tone for the night. So I love it so much. And it's fun for me to be able to play like my music and also stuff that's not mine and people get to have a better idea of like my influences and stuff that I just love jamming to.